The upstate continues to be one of the fastest growing regions in the Southeast, and with that means lots of home buyers are looking to find their first homes, but the home buying process can be complicated. Here to help us separate fact from fiction is Stephen Delisle with Delisle Properties and Keller Williams. Stephen, always good to see you, and it's rarity to have you on the couch.
I know.
Usually we're in your homes looking into closets and stuff like that, but today you get to be here. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm excited to do this,
Yeah, we saw this story idea kind of on your social media because you were talking about like fact or fiction, you know, myth versus reality when it comes to buying your home for the first time.
Right.
And a lot of it I got stumped on. So I'm like, maybe this is what could offer some good advice and information for our viewers here too. So you're going to put us to the test today.
Frequently asked questions for sure.
They're good. Yeah, our first one is the big one. You need 20% down payment to buy your first home. Is that fact or fiction? And we're going to guess because I say that's true. Okay. I've heard it from everybody that, you know, your grandparents give you, you know, all the money up front to help you buy your first home. It's a big deal and you have to have it.
I say fiction. It just helps lower your payment if you have 20%.
Right. So the fact is it's false. The reason being is because there's many different types of loans that you can acquire while getting a home. So everyone probably understands that there's conventional loans and you can put at bare minimum 5% down or 20 or 50. There's really a wide range there. The 20% I feel like people get stuck in their mind because it does lower your payment because you're putting more down.
Right.
But what it actually does is it actually gets rid of PMI. PMI is private mortgage insurance. So it saves a couple $100 in addition to, of course, what you're putting down. But there are different types of loans that require less, like FHA is 3.5%. We also have a government-backed and guaranteed loan like a USDA or VA that requires 0.
Oh, okay. So yes, it is, you know, false that you don't have to have it, but at the same time, if you have that money to put down, it helps you with some other things. So that's great.
Yep.
The next one is renting is always cheaper than buying. I'm gonna say that one is false.
The thing about renting is, yeah, it may be a little bit cheaper now, but then you're not owning anything. You're not making any money on it. You're just throwing money to somebody else.
And the fact is, so it is false, and the fact is it's comparable oftentimes and sometimes cheaper to get your own mortgage. The reality though, in the conversations I'm having with first-time home buyers specifically, is they don't have the down payment money. So it's not necessarily just what it costs per month, it's also what it costs to get the loan and get in the house. There are, of course, tax advantages to owning your own house, and you're also paying your mortgage and building your equity as opposed to paying someone else's mortgage.
That's a good question because a lot of people that renting versus buying debate is a big one. This one too, I hear you talking about this one a lot. The home inspection is unnecessary. Based on what I've learned from Delisle Property segments, I would say that is definitely, you know, false. The home inspection is very important.
I would say unnecessary if you want to get hosed.
Address the elephant in the room. In 2020 to 23, a lot of times in order for that buyer to win that contract, because sometimes I was writing a contract against 17 other offers. So they did have to waive the inspection. So you had to be calculated in which ones you were strategic in doing that with. However, the blanket statement is you have the opportunity to have what's called due diligence period. Go through the house, lift the hood if you will, get a HVAC inspection, a roof, a general inspection. For radon is another thing that is very prevalent here in the upstate because of the red clay. So for my out-of-state people, and they're moving here, radon is definitely another test you want to exercise.
So do the home inspection, right? How about this? Getting pre-approved before house hunting is a smart move. We're going to say fact on that one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The people that choose not to do that, and I'm almost unapologetically not okay with putting someone in my truck and showing them houses before they do this. The reason being is we could be standing in the middle of the living room that you're like, yes, this is it. And someone at the same time is looking at it at the same time that you are, but they're pre-approved. They took the time to turn in their W-2s and they had the lender application sent in, so they have their letter. We don't. Sometimes it takes 24 to 48 hours to get that letter. Well, since then, they've turned in their offer and they've got accepted because we don't have all our ducks in a row to be able to make our offer. So we've already lost.
So you're saying Jamarcus wanting that $8 million house is really just a petty dream, not because I'm not pre-approved. That's not going to happen working here, right? And we're going to end on this one. The highest offer always wins the home. I would say that is false.
I mean, you would think, yeah, money buys, but I mean, it could be a lot of things, a contingency or someone move. I mean, there's a lot of.
Right, and that's something that a lot of people are unaware of. So they're like, well, let's just offer $70,000 above list price and that'll definitely get it. What they don't know, and what a knowledgeable agent does to serve you, is understand the seller's dynamic too, because they may need an extra 60 days to close, so they don't really care about the $70,000 over list price.
Right.
what's going to be an easier process for them, and they'd rather take a lesser offer ticket price to get their terms that they would really appreciate.
Because if you give you 70,000, say out tomorrow, that may not work for me. Yeah, Stephen, how can we get in touch with you? You're so knowledgeable. It's great.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. So Delau Properties across the board on all social media platforms. You see our website there at the bottom as well, so you can register if you're interested in looking at buying or selling. There's tabs there on our front page, and we also have our featured listings on that front page as well.